Jackie, go back or be lost forever. Worse than hell. Nothing continues. Turn away.
So, this is a sewer level. I'm just gonna be honest.
Are we present and correct?
Most games got one. So is he trying to help you or use you or what the hell?
The darkness?
Yeah.
It's unclear, but it definitely doesn't want you going
Get into
deeper.
the church, eh? He's waiting for you in the church. I'd get inside before the...
It's a lie, Jackie.
So the thing is, they don't actually tell you where the church is. You just have to find it.
But I mean, the thing with the darkness is here's just
We'll
what I'm
find you
trying to
American
gather
shop
from the
in the
story told
church.
so far. Is it basically it's using you to further its own goals? I've got that. It wants to preserve you in one way or another until it can actually get to its goals, and it wants you stronger, or at least without distractions. That's the reason it killed her off, or at least it allowed you to see her die. Right? Am I right so far?
Kinda. Do you want me to just be blunt and tell you?
Well, don't spoil it.
It's not a spoiler. It's pretty obvious at this point.
Jackie?
Alright.
It
Go ahead.
wants to break you.
Jackie!
Well, yeah, I figured
Holy
that.
Shit, are you a sight for sore eyes? Listen, kid. I know there are a lot of things you're not gonna understand, but you gotta trust me. Now that you've
It's got your last name.
I think we're gonna find out what's happening here.
Do I know you?
My name is Tony Estacado. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I guess that I'm your great-great-grandfather.
Why did it bring me here?
It needs its human host to stay alive. Somehow you broke the rules, Jackie. You died before your time. The darkness has to keep you here while it puts you back together. It won't allow you to die.
What the hell is this place?
Don't you see it? Everything happened here, Jackie. This is where it all began. That's why I'm back in this goddamn nightmare war. It's why we all are. I brought this darkness into our family. This is all my fault.
What do you know about the darkness? Do you know why it chose me?
I don't know. It needs a host, I guess. I messed up, Jackie. I brought it into the family. I didn't realize it would do this to us.
The darkness. What the hell is it?
The darkness is a living thing. It's some kind of a creature, old as time. It passes down from generation to generation, making itself known on the firstborn male's 21st birthday.
How do I stop this? And how do I get out?
Listen, there might be a way to control it. I found out that a long time ago, one of the human hosts forged 2 special weapons that were used to control the darkness. Promise me, Jackie, that you'll go find them. You gotta work out how to control this damn thing before it's too late.
So here's the problem with this game in these sections, because
Just keep going and don't look back.
ideally, these would be the sections where we get to learn about the darkness, and where people are talking about, you know, the real threat, or the real, like, interesting thing. But the problem is that no one knows what the hell's going on, and by the end of this, you don't know anything more than you started with.
We don't give up.
The hell was that?
That was him spitting.
Couldn't tell with a bad lip sync.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, yeah, like, ideally, these would be times where we get to reflect on the supernatural elements and get away from, like, the whole mob crime family drama thing. But we don't really get that, because everyone here is either a crazy psychotic demon who wants to kill us, or they're a crazy less psychotic British guy, and they, like, don't know anything. Also, that guy wasn't a demon. I totally thought I could use heart, but whatever.
Well, he probably did that.
So you end up not learning anything, and like, there's no point to coming here. Like, from a gameplay perspective, that is, because you're still shooting dudes, you're just shooting dudes in a slightly different locale.
Yeah, but from a story perspective, it's not bad. I mean, you get to see a bit more, you get to learn some things.
Also, it tries to be a horror title right here. The flashes, and you'll sometimes see, like, bodies, and demons, and stuff, like, right ahead of you. And it's decently creepy, but it's, you know, it's a cheap kind of thing. There's no tension building up to this.
Well, if it doesn't scare me, if it doesn't scare me, it's not doing a very good job.
That's the other thing, is that the darkness will turn off whenever it flashes. Also, don't even try to think about what the hell happens when you die in hell. Like, does it rebuild your body here, and then you have to continue hanging out here for it to rebuild your body in the real world? No one knows. Mostly because it's just assumed that you're perfect and you just don't die.
Unless you off yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I've stated a couple of times, if I'm scared, that doesn't mean anything. But if I'm not scared, that means something.
So anyway, we're going to go find the 2 weapons to control the darkness. This is a total fucking lie. Like, maybe in the comics that's how it worked, but here, definitely not. Also, they really like to ambush you during the flashes, which sucks. And you see this trail with the lampposts on the sides? Like, I mean, they're just wooden posts, but you can see the road we're supposed to take, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We literally just have to walk this road all the way to the end, grab the thing, and then turn around. That's it. That's this whole area. Still fun to do.
I'm completely okay with you doing that more, as long as you don't purposefully abuse it. Probably turn the darkness back on.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was doing that at first. So, you may be thinking, oh, what do we get to control it? Well... It might have, like, I'm pretty sure in the comics, or, you know, in the original setting, that it was, like, 2 weapons that he used in Hell, and that was it. But in the game, it's the 3rd darkness. And it's, like, it's not exactly a good thing to get it right now, because we just got the Tendril. And the Tendril's so much fun.
Now, I'm not sure why it's trying to fuck with you by turning off your darkness powers here. I mean...
In Hell.
Yeah. Because it's trying to... It's just trying to occupy you, right?
Pretty much.
I can think of better ways to do that.
Well, and then there are theories that I've heard where it's like if you die in Hell, then the darkness gets absolute control of you because your soul dies or something.
That's horrible.
But I mean, that's just, you know... We don't know if that's what happens, because if you die here, it just gives you a game over screen. So yeah, Death is around here, and I was like, really? Where is he? I looked around for him. Don't worry, though.
Probably on top.
No, he's not.
No?
He's like off to the side. This area is a little bit to the side of the road. Yeah, there's Death over there on the thing. Or no,
That's Death?
Sorry, that's a tree. There's Death. Once again, really dark on my screen, if you can't tell. me wandering around blindly.
Death is a tree. That's sort of disappointing.
No. Death is... You'll see it in a second.
This pestilence, to be honest, looked kind of cool. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, me not finding this immediately is my own incompetence.
As admitting it is the first step.
I kept it in because absorbing the atmosphere, and also because I forgot about this. Sorry.
Where the hell do your gunners keep going, by the way?
Oh, they keep despawning. Which is why you shouldn't rely on Darklings at all in this game. They're just worthless. If you get too far away from them, they despawn. If you get, like... If they take too much damage, they despawn. And since they have the brain of a lemon, that happens a lot.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd happen a lot more in the open world sort of thing.
Yeah, they can hurt you. They're not that good, actually. But yeah, getting lost here is not uncommon, and it's because what you're looking for is in the center of the map. And it's really weird, and also this guy just didn't want to die.
Seriously. Well, now he didn't have a choice.
Actually, he's still not dead. I didn't need his heart, so he's still kicking. He's gonna, yeah, he shot me in the back right there.
Was that death?
Nope. I think
Is that just an...
I think that's what happens if you try to go too far out of this map. Like, there are walls, but like you'll get that before then, and it will turn you around. Anyway, by this point, I realized I was going the wrong direction the whole time. And I actually, like, I saw it in this recording. So, yeah, there it is. It's just to my right. Right there. That's... I'm pretty sure that's death.
That's the crucified.
Jenny, use the weapons wisely, or the darkness will consume your soul.
So here's the third darkness power. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's the darkness guns.
Huh.
Precious item that helped bring the darkness under control. The darkness feared control.
Infinite ammo?
Kind of. I'll explain it as soon as the Crucified stops talking about it.
To harness its power into a weapon. Over time, others refine. Defiance means nothing.
So anyway, the darkness guns. They are fueled by your darkness power, which you can once again see on the eels. Or tentacles, snakes, whatever. The right one is a rapid-fire machine gun that fires lightning. It has a really weird laser sight that causes like a staticky effect. It looks really dumb. Also, you'll notice that he flips the left one around. The left one uses a lot of darkness power, and if you don't have enough for it, he flips it around, and there's a blade on the handle that he can use as a melee weapon, which is the only melee weapon in the game. However, if you do have enough for it, it's basically a rocket launcher. It's a really large projectile that you fire that goes infinite distance and hits everything.
So you basically use your shield in order to shoot people.
Yes. So, you probably can figure out why this isn't exactly the best idea, just from that statement.
Yeah.
It's because if you're not in darkness, you're just pissing away your shield. And you kind of need it, so... Like, I mean, none of the other abilities do that. Like, Slither doesn't do that, but I mean, why would you use it in combat? Because you're just leaving yourself out. By the way, the left one, it hits regardless of range. it just immediately hits. And it's really good for taking out small or recessed light.
Like that?
Yeah. I frequently use it if I'm trying just to get all the light out of an area.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to kill this guy, so... It's tougher this time. But yeah, right one's some sort of Tesla coil SMG thing. And the left one is like ancient Aztec snake pistol.
Well, to be fair, if I was going to invent a crazy supernatural weapon, the left one's the one I'd go with.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed by the right one, to be honest.
Yeah, that was.
So, we don't get a monologue on our way back, unfortunately.
He just looks at the guns.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he did just get crazy darkness guns, so...
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah. You gotta stick with the times, man. The times say crazy darkness guns.
But yeah, I can't use the left one. I can't fire my guns at all here, I don't think.
Carry on.
Oh, it is a hub area.
Never mind.
Is everybody just completely chill with the fact that you have a demon in your back? What the fuck?
They say I'm mad, but I'm not.
Jackie, what the?
I was really delayed.
Them?
Yeah. I got them. What now?
Yes.
The Brits have been fighting for centuries to get to those hills, but you're the one who made it. All right. Here's
There's
what
fucking
else
no
I
one
know.
there.
There's this thing. The darkness keeps it heavily fortified. A cannon outside an old castle.
Help me understand. Why are you here? What's with the soldiers?
Jesus, Jackie, I don't remember. I don't think I'm allowed to. I think the darkness does this to its hosts. It devours our souls, tricks us into using it, and then keeps us dangling on a line like a fish. Look, I got a plan for you, but you're not gonna like it. You have got to get to that cannon, and the only way is through this catacomb, right down here. There's an underground sewer system that leads to the cannon. Krauts and strange things are crawling every
Yep,
damn
that catacomb. Right there.
I think the darkness put them there for a reason. The only way is through the catacombs, right down here.
Keep your eyes peeled. First thing that moves,
Yeah.
shoot it dead. Okay, Jackie, get going and move as fast as you can. Don't look back. Get going. Close it up quickly before they catch our scent.
Tells you to keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't look back. And it's not even available to that end.
And the kid'll stick to his. This is our only chance to end this thing.
It's dark down there, sir.
So the other thing with these is that you can't use any other weapons. Well, you can use other weapons while you have the darkness guns, quote unquote, selected. By the way, you see that electric static thing? Yeah, that's what the right gun does. No one knows why.
I could feel its agitation. But if I stay the course, if I defy the voices in my head and never look back, maybe up ahead I'll see a light. And maybe in that light, I'll see you, Jenny.
Everything you know is a lie.
So yeah, we basically came here to get, 2 darkness powers, 1 darkling, some crazy weapons. That's about it.
Huh.
Yep.
I'll take it.
See, this is what I mean though, is that this game, the first Darkness game, is really bad about its elements. Like, the mob stuff feels relatively authentic. The Darkness stuff feels relatively authentic, but the stories surrounding both of them are not very good.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a shame too, because the darkness thing is actually genuinely impressive.
Yeah, like, the darkness thing is really interesting, but no one knows anything about it, so, like, and Jackie just doesn't ask people about it, which you think he'd be doing to everyone. And the mob thing is just kind of like, it's really dry. Like, it is kind of what it says on the tin. It's a mob story. You know, what else do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
And that's why, like, even though this game, I feel, stylistically gets the darkness better than the sequel mixes these elements better, because it's all about the darkness. There's no mob storyline anymore.
Well, I imagine the mob story gets resolved by the end of this.
Yeah, and in the next one, there's just nothing to do with it, which I think is probably the way to go. Unfortunately, it does kind of make this game feel like busy work. Like, you gotta play this to get to the good one.
Well, I mean, so far this isn't a bad game. I'd say it's number 2 on the list of games we've played. So, take that for what you will.
See, but that's the thing, like, El Shaddai was pretty and, like, just a couple steps away from brilliance. Sin and Punishment was crazy and had a story written by an insane person, but it felt good to play. And this one is kind of like, I see what they're going for, and you've almost got something good, but it doesn't really win at any of that.
Well, I'd say it's like the, it's almost like what some of the things I said with El Shaddai, is it didn't exactly know what it wanted to do.
Which is why I'm really glad that it got a sequel. It, like, just judging from this game alone, it totally does not deserve a sequel, but it's a good thing it did, because that sequel's amazing.
I look forward to when we cover it.
I was about to say, look at me talking up this sequel and not actually referring to this game, because what am I going to say? It's a sewer level in hell. It's hell in hell. There's nothing redeeming.
To be fair, at least it's not an ice level.
I don't think that would be that bad, to be quite honest.
An ice level in hell?
No, I mean an ice level in the darkness, because it is an FPS, so, like, how many annoying things could there be? There's, like, no platforming, and there's no ice physics, so...
You know ice levels. They find a way to be annoying.
While we're getting all of our features all at once, here's another one that I kind of saw. So, now we have the Light Killer Darkling, which is yellow. Guess what it does?
Kills light?
It has a lab coat and 2, like, and it basically has a battery on its back with 2, like, cables, and it, like, Emperor Palpatine's things.
That's awesome!
Yeah, that one's pretty cool, and it's actually pretty useful in combat, because you just summon one of those, and you summon a Darkling. Like, that one takes care of all the lights, so now you can activate your darkness guns and clear everyone out without wasting ammo. And then the gunner helps you clear things out as well, so... I'd actually recommend having a light killer pretty frequently.
That guy was dead, but I appreciate it.
So, then I got lost trudging around here, because, like, you know, what do? We turned on 2 valves, and... Like, originally I thought we'd go down that middle section. But no. Once again, if I have to point blame, the TV I was playing on was really dark. You see that door, like, directly below us to the right? I don't blame
that one?
No. Yeah, there's the cut. It's right here.
That edit you made.
That was 40 minutes I cut out. 40 minutes of traipsing around in the dark.
Thank God for editing software.
Yeah, no kidding. So, here's another collectible.
In a pit.
By the way, the collectible...
You better play all these at the end.
Don't worry, I will. The collectibles are all letters in hell. In the real world, they're like scraps of paper and like magazines and stuff.
That was a quick life, man.
Yeah. Say what you want about Jackie. He destroys ladders.
And lights, but that's for another reason. See, because I'm trying to fill conversation time here. What I can't say about this game that I said about El Shaddai is its graphic style isn't really
Amazing.
it's not amazing, it's not interesting. Like El Shaddai, I knew what they were going for, you know. They were going for this crazy minimalistic
Psychedelic
yet
kind of thing.
extravagant, yeah. It was awesome. This game just is dark and brown and
I've actually heard some people say that this was an attempt to take the Darkness like storyline and concept and put it in the context of the real world. But that doesn't fucking work.
you can't take supernatural things like that and try and put them in the real world. That sort of crap doesn't work.
And that's why the second one's so much better, is because it has a different art style, it has a different tone. Like, it's still heavy, but it's not, like, brown, gritty heavy. It's, like... It's a little lighter than that, all I'm gonna say.
I've seen it. Almost looks cell shaded.
Yeah. It actually has a lot of cell shading in it. Cell shading I can take or leave, but it keeps the important parts, so... By the way, this part was actually pretty difficult. There's like 4 or 5 guys all up there with rifles, and each time I killed one, I wouldn't be able to get up there to eat his heart, so they just kept respawning over and over again. And like, there's 4 of them, and it only takes like 3 shots to kill me, so... Not exactly the best circumstances.
No, hardly. Should have gone up there, tentacles blazing, until they murdered them.
That's what I eventually do. Yeah, if I had the 4th Darkness power, which you've already seen once, this would not be a problem.
Guy went on a stroll for a second there.
I'm just gonna go this way. Meanwhile, Jackie's just like, you know, firing into his back, guns akimbo.
Say what you will, that German Nazi demon thing just did not give a fuck.
Not many of them do.
Yeah.
So, as brown and dark as this, like, quote-unquote level section has been, this is really cool. That's a giant train with a cannon. These are the shells.
Is that war?
Apparently. I don't know.
You know, when I think war, I think giant, crazy death machine.
Train with a cannon. It's pretty close. Also, it decided that I should stick him up there where I couldn't eat him, but he couldn't fall down, so he was just permanently stuck.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Digging the entirely not situational music.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit. Also,
No, not at all.
I don't notice the light over the door for a couple seconds. Probably should have, considering I can see things.
Like the one right there, training his shields.
Yeah, I was like, well, I can just shoot everything with the darkness gun. Clear the next room out so I can just waltz in with shields, but...
Then you're like, oh, light.
There we go. Now I've got a little bit of room.
I will say these guys are harder to kill than corrupt cops.
Yeah, no kidding.
Kicking your ass too.
They have numbers and they shoot, like, a lot. So.
And they respawn.
Yeah, the respawning is what makes this so damn hard.
Yeah, as your regenerated shields say, you know, you're not having too hard of a time with the whole combat side of things. You're having a hard time, like, staying up.
See, but that's the weird problem of this game, is that the sequel has aiming down sights and a loose cover system, but ironically, this game is more about taking cover and, you know, fighting from cover than that one is. Like, it's because you don't have any defensive abilities beyond your shield. And your shield isn't much, so, like, you can't...
Fortunately,
you can't
if you're
run
in the
and
dark,
gun.
it seems to reach it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to run and gun, though, because everywhere has lights, so you gotta clear the lights out first. And, you know, even then, you move slow, you can't jump high, and everyone has really good accuracy, so... ain't happening. But, I will give them credit where credit is due. In the sequel, you can absolutely go running and gunning, and it is great.
It just shot?
Yep, fired another shell.
At what?
No idea.
Not supposed
Also,
to
this
be
is
here.
pretty funny. This captain of the train has no arms and no legs and is just balanced on a crate in the corner of the room.
And unbreakable light.
Stay away from the controls!
And apparently is unkillable.
Nope.
Yeah.
So anyway, kind of weird. Do you remember that Russian guy in the subway?
Doing everything.
Yeah.
I said looks demonic and he's important.
Yeah.
About to see him again.
Broken head ball.
What?
Yeah.
Well, passed my test. No more dreaming.
Head ball?
So where do you think he sticks us in the real world?
On the subway train.
And they're... oh no, it's a different guy. Never mind.
Sir, get out.
Kind of looks similar. Just a bit older. I still have no idea what he thought. Anyway, see you next.